XDefiant's launch is right around the corner, and personally, I have got some really high hopes for this game, and hopefully it delivers. XDefiant is going to feature 5 classes or factions at launch, all of which come with their own unique set of abilities, and today I'm going to break down each of these classes as well as give you guys the abilities they come with. So hopefully we all have a better understanding of what we're gonna be playing as soon as XDefiant launches. If this video helps you out at all, then help me out by hitting that like button, but let's go ahead, cut this plug, and get right into it. Starting off here in no particular order, we're gonna talk about the Echelon. These come from Splinter Cell. They are labeled super spies, and their description reads, the NSA's Echelon agents don't shy away from a firefight, but they'd rather keep enemies in the dark with subterfuge and info warfare. I was a huge Splinter Cell fan back in the day. I'm not gonna lie, I'm excited about this class just specifically because of what game it's coming from. But starting off with the passive trait for the Echelon, we are looking at low profile. The low profile passive is gonna make it to where agents do not appear on the enemy's mini-maps. I should have mentioned when it comes to these factions' active abilities, you get a choice between 2 different abilities. So going over Echelon's active abilities, we have Intel Suit and Digital Ghillie Suit. Intel Suit is going to share the location of nearby enemies with your team, and the Digital Ghillie Suit is going to render the agent nearly invisible. Movement and aiming reduce the effect. Great, dropping invisible player. Shout out to the finals. I hate playing with the invisible lights. Let's hope this one's not completely damn invisible like over in the finals. But finally, the Echelon come with an Ultra ability as well. This is called Sonar Goggles. This will reveal enemies and hunt them down with the classic 3rd Echelon 5.7 pistol. So you'll be dropping the old Splinter Cell goggles and hunting some enemies down with that Ultra ability. Moving on next to the Phantom faction. These guys are from Ghost Recon Phantoms, and they are labeled Future Soldiers. Their description reads that they are also known as Shadow Team. This elite squad of ex-ghosts wields tomorrow's battlefield tech to defend, disrupt, and destroy. The Phantom's passive ability is going to be called Hardened. This is going to give them an increased health pool as a result of tailored gene therapies. When we're looking at their 2 active abilities, we have Mag Barrier and Blitz Shield. Mag Barrier is going to create an electromagnetic barrier that will block incoming enemy fire and grenade. The Blitz Shield ability is going to allow you to equip a tactical shield. This shield is going to protect you from incoming fire, but you're not going to be able to do much other than press the melee button for a shield bash while you are in this state. And with Phantom's Ultra ability, we are looking at Aegis. This is going to be a spherical plasma shield combined with an electro scattergun for close quarters combat. One thing is for sure, you're definitely not going to want to go blitzing into a Phantom's Aegis bubble. Let me know what you guys think about the Phantoms down in the comments, but let's go ahead and move on to the Cleaners. These come from Tom Clancy's The Division, and they are pyrotechnicians. Their description reads, these Division agent antagonists and ex-New York City sanitation workers solve all of their problems with one tool, fire. Added note, they say Cleaners are specialized in area denial. I think this becomes obvious once we start looking at their abilities, starting off with their passive Incendiary Round. These are going to inflict extra burn damage on your enemies, but it will come with a cost, which is a decrease in your weapon's range. Moving on to their 2 active abilities, you have the choice between Incinerator Drone and Firebomb. Incinerator Drone is a napalm delivering drone that burns everything in its flight path, whereas in Firebomb will detonate a Molotov cocktail, causing explosive damage and igniting the area. Both of these abilities provide excellent area denial. I think that the Cleaners is going to probably be one of the most annoying classes to deal with in XDefiant. I didn't play any of the betas or anything, so let me know down in the comments what you guys think about that. But finally, moving on to their Ultra ability, the Purifier. This is a flamethrower, which ensures enemies are thoroughly sterilized. Next, we're going to move on to the Dead Sec. These come from Watch Dogs 2. They are cyber attackers, and their description reads, notorious hacktivists who rely on backdoor exploits and denial of service attacks to frustrate foes and corps alike. Their passive ability is going to be called Fabricator. The description on this reads, after a device is deployed, the Fabricator prints a new one. That might sound confusing now, but once we get into his regular abilities, it'll make a little bit more sense, those being Hijack and Spiderbot. Hijack will hack enemy deployed abilities and make them your own. Spiderbot will deploy a spider bot that will target and stun the nearest foe via a face hug. Both of these I would consider devices. I could be wrong. This could be talking about like grenades or something perhaps, but presumably the Fabricator will duplicate these devices when you deploy them. I could entirely be wrong. Let me know what you guys think down in the comments. But let's move on to their ultra ability called Lockout. This is going to disable the enemy's HUD, minimap, and abilities in the affected area. The last class that we have to go over is the Libertad. These come from Far Cry 6. They are freedom fighters, and their description reads, these resourceful revolutionaries fight to free their Caribbean nation of Yara, their supremo and improve medical assistance. Moving on into their abilities, starting off with the passive, we're looking at Espiritu de Libertad. This is the contagious spirit of freedom slowly will heal you and your nearby ally. Moving on into their active abilities, we have El Remedio and Biovita Boost. I'm probably butchering these names. El Remedio is going to launch a revitalizing gas canister that will heal friendlies until destroyed or canceled. So a bit of an area of effect healing here that is going to stay active. That is very interesting and could be combined with some of the other classes to create some very devastating combos. The Cleaners and the Libertad specifically I'm looking at. But with the Biovita Boost, we are looking at a fortifying wave which will boost the total health and regen for you and your nearby allies. Out of the two, I think El Remedio is obviously the best. Let me know what you guys think down in the comments. But moving on to their ultra ability called Medico Supremo, the Medico backpack will provide a large health and healing boost for a limited time. So if you're jumping into XDefiant and you're dying a bunch, the Libertad might be something that you want to check out. That, or if you're grinding out some ranked XDefiant, you might definitely want to have some Libertad on your team. But those are all of the 5 factions that we can expect to be coming at the launch of XDefiant. Let me know down in the comments which one of these you guys plan on playing the most. Me personally, I'm looking at the DedSec and the Echelon as my top 2, but we'll definitely have to see what happens when the game launches. Speaking of which, I will be live over at Kick. Come by, drop a follow, not to miss out on any of the fun that happens over there once this game launches and before this game launches even. I stream Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday consistently. Come check it out. I've also got several other videos planned for XDefiant in the lead up to the release. Let me know down in the comments if you have anything that you want me to cover. But that's all the information that I wanted to go over in this video. I hope you guys all have an amazing day. I'm out.
Push that package immediately or fail.
Engage your camo.
Do or die time. Stop the package and that's all she wrote.
We're facing mission failure, Agent.
Target neutralized.
Unequivocal victory achieved.